So let's talk about this. SmackDown and the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. Both nights, both events was performed in front of a half-empty arena. You see the thumbnail. See, here's the amazing thing. How Michael Cole or any other commentator can sit there and let the words come out their mouth and a sold-out arena when it's not a sold-out arena. But I guess they figure you guys are so gullible and that they can say whatever they want to you. You don't care. You'll just take it and watch, even if you complain all night long, but you'll do it. So, a couple of things I want to cover in this, okay? First thing I want to say is there's no reason in the WWE. There's no logic. There's no purpose. It's just let's just put on a show and make money. Because fools will be fools. Like I told you, everybody that keeps telling you. You know, fellas, if you keep coming to your homies telling you every week that this chick is garbage, she's trash, she's this, she's that, you know what your homie gonna tell you, man? Why don't you leave her? Because at some point you just get sick of hearing it. And like I told you, all of these people who sit here and say, this show is dead, this show is garbage, this show is trash, it's awful, it's unwatchable. Especially that last word, unwatchable. It really shouldn't come out of your mouth, because if you're watching it, what you're saying is I'm a lame ass fucking loser. Because according to my own words, I'm watching something that's not watchable. It's trash, it's garbage, it's dead. Why do you want to watch trash and garbage? And you all sit here making your predictions on what's going to happen and who's going to WrestleMania, and this is what they have planned. Why the fuck do you even care? That's my whole thing. But for the fans that packed it up and said, this shit's bullshit. Yeah, they're not making videos about it. Don't even care. They're not even checking in. And I see this half-empty arena. And here's the crazy part, right? There's a video right here. I'm not going to upload shit because I'm not with the copyright nonsense. And the guy's sitting there. And you hear the guy say, they're getting ready to announce the AJ Styles versus Gunther match was getting ready to happen. And so basically, this wasn't no prelim shit. Nope. This was already deep into the card. And they just didn't care. Salute Tommaso Ciampa. He defeated Mark Briscoe. And he is now the TNT champion. Oh, they're going to use him for 2 weeks and they're going to forget about him. They're always the same bullshit, repetitive garbage claim you always make. But yeah, see, they get the holy shit moments. Because they know how these people get fucked over. So yeah, as you can hear, Collision is on right now. So anyways, yeah, so nobody really cared. And if you make the stupid comment of, well, you got to remember, Aries, they weren't in America. They were in Saudi. Oh, that's the excuse? So basically, the WWE is just full of dumbasses all over the board. So they pack their shit up and go run into Saudi Arabia to a crowd that don't care about their stars or their show. Well, let's just say like that, about the show. Make that make sense. Yeah, where's all the ha-ha, LOL, empty building shit now? Where's that? Where is that? Little unbelievable Liv Morgan wins the Royal Rumble. Typical WWE stupidity, but she wins. Okay, cool. 40-year-old Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble. Why not Braun Breaker? Why not some of the young talent? But you know, the Elimination Chamber, you know, WrestleMania, that could all change. I guess they figured, let's give Roman Reigns something that he never got already. Where is the... And let me say this, okay? If you can still go in that ring, you still have a lot of time left that you know, cool. My point is, where are the young stars at? Where's the young talent? You put all these little stupid fashions and groups together and they do absolutely nothing but stand in front of a camera, either cracking corny jokes or screw facing and trembling and acting like they're some savages and basically do much of nothing in the ring. Let me say this right here, man. Not only does the WWE actually suck, but even for Roman Reigns to say what he said about them, and then he jumps in there, he's in the Royal Rumble. So what's supposed to happen just because Roman said what people know is true, they're going to start to tune in just to watch Roman? Is that what's supposed to happen? Roman Reigns is not hopping on this show week to week. So the young talent just shows up, stand in the ring, like I said, and do waste, like just meaningless segments. And it's obvious they don't trust their young talent with being champions. That's why the 40 and up club hold all the belts. I ain't even talking about Carmelo Hayes, that bullshit United States or any kind of, I ain't talking about that bullshit. None of the belts mean anything in WWE. But if you're the world champion of SmackDown or Raw, then that gives you a little more leeway. You know, they and depending on how they booking you. But other than that, those other belts don't mean shit, and those belts really don't mean shit either. Because most of the champions all do the same thing. I mean, this would have been a perfect time for Braun Breaker to start to do something that means something. That everybody claims he's the next one, right? This would have been a perfect time if you want to give Jordan Grace some momentum. She could have won this Royal Rumble. They give it to Liv Morgan. The only thing with that is Liv Morgan is far more established on the main roster than the Jordan Grace is. But it shows you what I'm telling you, how they use people. They show you they don't have faith in the people that you guys always crying about. This one should win, that one should win. Oh, I think it's going to happen because this happened and that happened. But the truth of the matter is, man, you know, Liv Morgan's not an old person. She's only 31 years old. It's not even the case. The point is, when you're trying to establish other people to be in position to where you have multiple stars, no. They do this spitefully. So along with them having a sucky way of seeing shit, they do this on purpose. They do this on purpose. You don't want to be predictable, but they are. And even when you can't predict something that they do, it's cool when you can't predict it. I'd rather not be able to predict it. The thing is, when they do something that just doesn't get you anywhere, what is little Liv Morgan going to do? Who really cares? I'm not here to break the show down, though. I'm here to talk about some other things as well. You know, The Undertaker. I seen an interview with The Undertaker, right? You guys know The Undertaker said the same exact thing I said and used the same exact analogy that I used. And I've been doing this for the past couple of months, like for the past year, since they started this bullshit. You know what The Undertaker said? I have his words. where I might do a part 2 of this video with the quotes. I don't have to. This is what The Undertaker said. The Undertaker said he doesn't like these reality shows. He doesn't like Unreal at all. He said, everybody knows it's a work. But it's just not necessary to let everybody see all the inner workings and how things are done and why. And I say the same thing. And then he said, it just causes people to not want to watch. And people might even think they want to watch it now. And then in the long run, you find yourself not being interested in pro wrestling. And you know what he said? It's like going to a magic show. Did I not say this shit to you guys last year? Several times I've been telling you guys this already. And I used to love watching the magic show when I was coming up as a kid, the circus and all of that. And this magic show is always a part of the circus when I would go. And whether you watched it on TV or whether you went in person. And the night that they showed, and people know this, people they will tell you this. The night they had that special on NBC or ABC or whatever it was, CBS, whatever it was, they actually showed how they do the magic tricks. And from that point on, magic wasn't even a big thing anymore. They used to actually have specials come on. You know, Channel 7, Channel 2, Channel 4 or 5 or whatever, 11. The major, you know, regular station channels, but they would, and those are the channels, it's free. So they're getting 20 million people might tune in to watch this shit. It was after that show, and it was like magic just died away. And it just became a little small thing that some people may learn some things just to make a little extra money and stuff, but nothing major, nothing big. And I'm telling you, after I watched it, I felt like, damn, I wish I didn't watch this shit, man. That is the intrigue. Because no matter what you think it is, you could be right, you could be wrong, but you never know. So you just watch. And it's always that feeling of, damn, I want to see it. And I wish I didn't watch it. But I did. And the same effect it had on me, it had on a whole lot of other people, most people. That's where it just died as a genre. Nobody cared about magic anymore. And it just died off. Hell, when was the last time you even seen a circus? So they went hand in hand. And you don't see either. Magic, small scale. Well, I agree with Undertaker 1,000% because I've been saying this shit already. It just takes away from the fact that you know what they're doing. And then it makes the spots easier to spot in the ring. And for me, it's just too much information, man. You know, when people are greedy, they usually try to come up with a whole bunch of ideas. All they're thinking about is the money it's going to generate, or that they think it's going to generate. They don't think about the damage that they could be doing, though. Because all they truly care about is how much money that we can get paid. That's it. You guys think that it was just some coincidence that it was a half-empty building in Saudi Arabia? Not just for SmackDown, but also for the Royal Rumble? It's all those empty damn seats. Yeah. Yet, they can lie to you and tell you it was a sold-out building. You know, I can remember this chick told a guy one day, he was talking a whole lot of shit. Ain't nobody sweating her. Y'all act like she all that, blah, 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 this and this and this. And pretty much at this time that this conversation was going on, well, she'd be long gone, nowhere near where we were until about 3 hours later. Well, it turns out, guess who was already in the area? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yo, he said blah, 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 blah. And she said, you know what? This is exactly what she said to him. She said, you over here running your mouth talking shit? No, I'm just, he's like, oh no. Should I tell you what? She said, I'm going to do you one better right now. She said, since you want to run your mouth and talk shit, and this is one of these situations, I'm going somewhere with this, stay with me. This is one of them situations where he was too dumb to even understand. The dudes that was out there was jealous because they was all trying to get a piece of her. At the time, I'm like 16. These dudes are like 25, 26 years old. They all wanted a piece of her. They're telling him, you're sweating her. Oh, man, you're chasing her around. You this and that. And all this, instead of him like, hey, first off, mind your business. But nah, see, he was one of them dudes always want to try to brag and want to try to, show off. So, people feel like when you start telling them your business, they feel like they got the right to say something about your business, right? So somebody snitched on his ass about what he was saying, and that was on purpose. Well, she told him right in front of everybody, right here, right now. She said, tell everybody right now that you my bitch. That's what she said to him. She said, I swear to God, you don't say it, you will never suck on these toes again. You will never lick these soles. I would never sit on your face again. You would never eat this ass. You will never, ever taste this cum again. That's what she said to him. I will never drip this juice in your mouth again. Say you my bitch, I swear. Lose my fucking number. She said, nigga, you got into 3. You don't say the words, I'm your bitch. She said, it's over. 1, I'm your bitch. Yeah, exactly. Have your bitch ass at my house tonight because you eating this ass again. And that's all you going to do. And after I'm satisfied, you're going to get the fuck out and go home. That is all of you. Every single fucking one of you. That constantly, week after week, make all these fucking videos talking about how this company is dead. They suck, they're trash, they're garbage, it's unwatchable, but you watch it. And tell the fucking truth. Not one of you motherfuckers had no fucking ESPN Plus until the WWE put their pay-per-view content on there. And y'all bitch asses sat there and said, they're forcing us to pay more. No. How is somebody forcing you to do anything, dumbass? How? They're forcing you? That's how pathetically weak you motherfuckers are. Nothing tough about you motherfuckers, nothing gangster about you, nothing even respectable. It's dead, it's garbage, it's trash. Right, and your bitch ass gonna watch. It's garbage, it's trash, and what? Yup, and your bitch ass still paying that extra fee for ESPN Plus. That's the only fucking reason you have it. You don't have ESPN Plus for no fucking football, basketball, nothing else. Stop your lying ass mouth from fucking even spewing that bullshit out. You got that shit solely for WWE. Y'all bitch asses don't talk about nothing else on no ESPN Plus anyway. That's the only reason you got it, and your stupid asses are still paying the fee. Not to mention how many of y'all, I guarantee, sat here and went live and did a live watching an unwatchable show. The trash, garbage, piece of shit, racist show. I bet you all y'all sit there doing y'all little lives watching that shit. Oh yeah. Y'all are just like that dude. Dude name is Sam too. Yeah. Y'all just like Sam. Y'all are just like Sam. Because pretty much, oh, you doing all this shit talking. You saying all this shit? Yeah. And she put him on the spot in front of everybody. That's what Triple H did to y'all. Told y'all to fuck off. Said y'all not even real people. Y'all the bots. Rhea Ripley told you niggas have no life. Damn, is she wrong? Nah. Said y'all pathetic. Y'all are miserable. CM Punk, everybody. Alright? Logan Paul, Lil Yachty, these motherfuckers told y'all blaming the wrong people. Alright? Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Defended these motherfuckers. These wrestlers that you guys are defending and putting on pedestals don't agree with you and don't even care about what you're saying. And even if they can inside know that what you're saying is true, they know y'all bitch ass is still going to tune in and watch. So you can do all the talk you want, all the slick talking and trying to be so clever. Think you're saying something. All you're doing is showing that you're a miserable motherfucker, man. Okay. Okay. I'll talk about this later. Okay. It's going down. Hey, listen. WWE Unreal is not helping their ratings. WWE Unreal is not doing anything to make the product better. In fact, you have even more complaints when you watch WWE Unreal. Now, don't you? Don't you? But it has the perfect name. Unreal. This fake ass company keep showing you guys how much they don't appreciate or care for you. But you keep showing them how you're like that slave you just don't want to go. I don't want freedom. I don't want my pardon papers, sir. I want to be a slave. I love you, master. That's what you guys are. Yeah. Y'all don't want to be free. You like your role of being a chronic complainer. You like your role of being miserable and carrying on like a bunch of fools. But listen, here's the deal, y'all. Think about this. Most wrestlers, okay, they'll get their popularity depending on how long you've been wrestling and how fast you progress, right? How bad the company want to push you. It varies with people, okay, from person to person. But most wrestlers don't really start to really dominate until they're like in their 30s, at least 30 and up. So through their, late 20s or somewhat, The Rock, Brock Lesnar, like we're talking in terms of popularity, okay, and then you might defeat certain guys that's like on top of the card and everything, things like that. But I mean, like just overall, most wrestlers don't get that kind of push. That's why guys like MJF, you always hear them, I'm only 25 years old, I'm only 26, or I'm whatever, right? Because what they're telling you, basically, here's the idea. I have a lot of years ahead of me. So no, I'm not going to be champion every single year. How many times I become champion, don't know. Will I be dominant? Probably. But regardless to however it goes, I have a lot of years ahead of me, right? Doesn't mean you're going to be champion all the time. No. But in terms of you solidifying your spot in that company and you being one of the top players, and most of the time, I'm telling you, because with experience, this is what happens. And it's not until they're like in their 30. Like MJF is champ now. He's 28 now. So this is his second title reign. Okay. Second, right? Okay. Whatever it is, but second or third, whatever it is, MJF at his age, everybody expects him to, hey, he's going to be that guy, multiple time champion, or whatever, right? When you look at the landscape of who's there and where everybody stands, you don't start to really get that push to greatness to where it's more consistent and you're constantly amongst the top guys. And now your resume is, you beat this guy, you was in this kind of match, you did this, right? Guys are like in their 30s. Okay. So question. When do you break that cycle? I say you break the cycle when you see people already. The eye test don't lie to you. You still hear the guys, oh, it takes you like 10 years to build a character, and then you gotta, nah. People who think like that are the ones who truthfully know they've been in a position to where they were helping keep the younger talent down. No guarantee. That's why, like I said, why you think the Rock character initially. See, people picture bald head Rock come out with it doesn't matter. No, we're talking about Rocky Maivia. The dude went through transformations to get to a certain point. You know, Stone Cold's a little older than the Rock. He's older than the Rock, so his steps to get to where he was going. Same thing with Stone Cold. Only Stone Cold was older, so his push came before the Rock push in terms of like he's the guy. The Rock was one of the guys, right? He was number one. Rock was like number 2 or 3. Him and Triple H, back and forth or whatever. You got Taker was there, Shawn Michaels or whatever. But you understand what I'm saying? Like it was the whole DX thing. So it's like wrestling. It shape shifts according to who's on the roster and who's doing what, injuries, who's available, who's not, that type of stuff. So some people get a push because somebody else got hurt. Now you get a push quicker than you normally would have. Things of that nature. Now, me saying that, it doesn't even matter about you having belts if you wrestle for a company that don't care about belts. No logic, no reasoning, just stupidity. This building was half empty. The veterans, takes you 10 years to build it doesn't matter. Don't matter. So what? Roman Reigns was there. Roman Reigns won the men's Royal Rumble in front of a half-empty building as well. Do you think it matters that Roman Reigns come back? Kevin Owens is still not clear, but even if you think it matters, because it's the same crappy writing. And it's the same direction, the same guys doing the same things, the same people wrestling each other that you've seen wrestle a million times already. You see, like, for example, right? Look at Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes. Can you see an Elimination Chamber match involving them without Drew McIntyre at least being in the fray of that? Even if they was to throw, what's the guy's name? Trick Williams in there. Randy Orton. Like, you understand? You're still going to end up seeing. And we see, the thing is, we're not talking about just somebody that we've seen the past year or two. We're talking about years of the same guys going back and forth, but now you just add 2 or 3 new people into the mix. You see, somebody said something to me today, right? And I don't care personally because I don't give a shit about the WWE and whatever. Like I said, I don't respect what they stand for. Somebody said to me, Obafemi was going to win the men's Royal Rumble. His push has been delayed because he's going to come out the Rumble and he's going to clean house. He's probably going to be last too, and he's going to win the Rumble. I said, well, you could be right. I don't personally care. So I'm not really trying to factor all that shit in. I said, but just to look at what they've been doing and where they've been going, and this is on my dead mama. I'm going to stop saying that shit. I don't need to. I had no reason to sit there and make up shit. I said, I think Roman Reigns is going to win. Nah, not Roman, man. Nah, he don't need to win. I said, I didn't say he need to win. I said, I think he's going to win. Why you say that? I said, listen, Roman Reigns hasn't been on TV for a while, right? You haven't seen him in the WWE doing anything. Roman Reigns not only just did an interview basically calling out Triple H for his bullshit and how the WWE has not they haven't created any new stars. The company has not grown, gotten any bigger, and pretty much he's been doing much of nothing for 2 years. Okay, what did you guys develop within that time? So you can't do this, it takes 10 years bullshit. Because no, you have to take who you have, what you have, and how can we make the best scenario out of this? I said, me personally, I don't care who win that bullshit. I said, but I think Roman Reigns is going to win. I said, because for Roman Reigns to show up just to, it's Roman Reigns, right? And he loses, who's going to win? He said, Obafemi. I said, okay. Now, say Obafemi wins. If Obafemi wins this Royal Rumble, that means now whether he goes to the Elimination Chamber or not, whatever may happen or not, whatever. Bottom line, whatever, if he wins, what does it do for Obafemi? Let's say he wins the Royal Rumble. Now let's just go to WrestleMania. And say he gets a title shot at WrestleMania and loses. What's the purpose of him winning the Royal Rumble? Just to say, oh, I got that name. I can claim that I won. Okay, cool. You can say that I won the Royal Rumble. Okay, cool. I said, and storylines don't always have to follow to the point of it has to be a particular order. If you win this, then you have to win that. No, because then it becomes stale. I said, but I just don't see them pushing Obafemi the way y'all think. They may push him. He may even become world champion. I'm not saying that it won't happen one day. I said, and what you saying could be true. I said, but I don't think so. I think Roman Reigns is going to win. I said, I don't see them having enough confidence in any young talent. I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. Then I'm going to go on to the Elimination Chamber and I'm going to win that. And then I'm going to go to fucking WrestleMania and then I'm going to win that. Obafemi is the oldest looking 20-something-year-old. They claim he's 28, 29. That motherfucker looked 48. That motherfucker had an old looking face. But anyway, so I just don't see it. And I said, the dumber something sounds, it's more of a possibility that it might happen. I said, but I think Roman Reigns wins. And who won this bullshit? Roman Reigns. Yeah, Roman Reigns. Now, check this out. Another 40-year-old wins another major event, okay? Now, let's just say whenever they decide to put Obafemi in that top spot, just say, whenever. Royce Keys, whoever. Once again, what does it matter if the stories are crap? They're the ones put themselves in this position. You know. Because they wanted you to think everything they did was just... Eric Bischoff even said that everything that they do was just... Yeah, I know. Get the nuts out your mouth, Eric. So now people hold that against you. Hey, man, you said y'all the best at telling stories and building stars and what's going on? What is this shit? Oh, you're not a fan, you're a bot. Fuck off and watch the show. Speaking of Royce Keys, that motherfucker had a super weak ovation. This is the big moment. This is the big moment. This is where he was supposed to come out. Oh my God. Here's what's crazy. I saw the clip. Michael Cole said, he used to be known as Powerhouse Hobbs. Yeah, you little funny looking bitch. And where is he from? What company? Isn't it funny how they try to make you think other companies are not there when they're rivals? They don't ever mention them. But you mention, and they put, you see Powerhouse Hobbs up on the screen. If you know who Powerhouse Hobbs is, then there's only one place you know him from. You think we don't know that you know that AEW exists? And he came out to that weak-ass ovation. That's his choice, though. Royce Keys. Now check this out. For the people that say, Royce Keys, Trick Williams, John Evans, Obafemi, Jay Cargill. Like I motherfucking said, let's see every one of them black motherfuckers is champion all at the same time. All the champs on SmackDown are black. All the champs on Raw are black. I mean, hell, we've been for decades, we've seen where every champion on whatever show they had was all white. So, why can't they do that? No, and I don't mean for Black History Month, motherfucker. No, I mean just why can't that happen? You think that's what's really gonna happen? Every champion just gonna nah. No. And you know what's funny? Carmelo Hayes has that title, who cares? Now I'm only addressing this shit to these people who keep crying about they don't treat black people good in WWE. But y'all motherfuckers are sitting there paying that money. Wait, you bitching about this company? Just think about it. Do you agree WWE is trash, pure garbage? Yes. It's dead. Yes. It's unwatchable. Yes. It sucks. Yes. Now tell me this. Did you or did you not subscribe to ESPN Plus solely for WWE content? Oh yeah, okay. Shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking mouth. You don't deserve to fucking speak. You know, like I said, a house nigga think that inclusion makes him special because I'm included in the house. The field nigga gotta sit out there and eat in the back with the animals. Also, house nigga, you don't think you a slave? You think you free? You know what I find crazy, man? I remember when I was watching Sting do an interview one time, and you know, Sting made it known a couple of times, several times, because people always ask the question. And Sting said he just didn't trust how WWE wanted to use him, and the body of work that he laid down in WCW and everything that he did there, and he knew, he felt like WWE was going to try to use him in the wrong ways, and also to try to make him in WCW look inferior to them. See, he understood that shit. And he said that there was a time when WWE reached out to him, and he said he was still in the contract with WWE, with WCW. See, these dirty motherfuckers not even supposed to be talking to other talent when they're still under contract. Dirty ass WWE. But anyway, he said that he was watching that same segment that I always brought up to you guys several times, when they had that bullshit WCW, ECW invasion shit, and everybody's throwing everybody out the ring, and then The Rock and Booker T come back to back, and The Rock turns around. This motherfucker doesn't go, finally, Booker T versus The Rock, or something to get the crowd hyped up, and yeah, because now it's WCW versus WWE. Yeah. And you know The Rock is going to win anyway. But at the same time, no. He just looks at Booker T and says, who in the blue hell are you? Now, all the clowning, all of the sarcasm, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Sting said, when I saw that, I knew just that one comment right there was enough to bury a guy like Booker T. And I said, no. And okay. But ultimately, he still wound up going anyway later in his career. And what he tried to avoid happening, that's what happened. Okay? Okay? Now check this out. I was watching, what the hell was it called? What the hell was this shit called? Anyway, I was watching some, I forget, a wrestler was being interviewed, right? And The wrestler said, I forget the fucking guy name and the interviewer, but the wrestler said he never wanted to go to WWE. He said that they were talking to him about going to WWE, and he just felt like, he said, the thing is, you try to go where the money is. And at the time, especially WWE was the only company paying that kind of money. He said, now, the territories, of course, started getting bought up by WWE. He said, I actually wanted to go to WCW. He said, what happened was when he was supposed to go to WWE, he was, thinking about, because they was trying to, I forget the guy's name. They was reaching out to him, but he said that he never went. He said, to be honest with you, he never made it to WCW, and he just decided that wrestling just is time to just, And, but bottom line, the story, it was inspiring to me, in the sense that people need to understand. He said that, no, I don't have millions of dollars. He said, but me and my family are fine. I work for myself, run my own company. He said, my wife and kids, we don't have to worry about anything. We're good. He said, but he said, because see, he said, I'm a smash mouth kind of, hybrid type wrestler. I got moves, and I don't. They always tried to make the strong guys think they were dumb. Like they had strength and power, but they lacked skill. He said, and I felt like I was a hybrid type of wrestler. He said, you see, I just didn't see the WWE letting me keep my gimmick. I watched how they changed everybody else. I don't remember this guy's name, but it's right here on YouTube. But he never went. And he said he doesn't regret it at all. And he brought up Sting. He brought up Goldberg. He brought up all of... I said the same shit. The Steiners, you take the Lex Luger, take the top dudes that was in WCW, and look how they got treated when they went there. See, even like when Goldberg and The Rock was wrestling, the crowd was cheering Goldberg initially. They were booing The Rock. And they know this is sports entertainment. Goldberg comes from WCW. His promos is just straight to the point. He don't talk much. You understand what I'm saying? The Rock is sarcastic. He's going to make fun of Goldberg and just say little silly, stupid shit, but that's what the fans love. This is what our audience love. And Goldberg is not going to have comebacks for that kind of shit. And that's just what happened. Huh? Call him a bald head, son of a bitch, all kind of shit, right? Just talking all types of shit. Right? The fans during that match started chanting for the Rock, started booing Goldberg. Goldberg is the face. Rock is the heel. You understand what I'm saying? Goldberg wasn't Goldberg in WCW. In WWE, they didn't allow him to be. Goldberg even said how they had him pretending that his arm was fucked up when he was wrestling Triple H. Remember that? And that's so Triple H can dominate the majority of the match. They had him go a couple of matches where he was pretending that his arm was never really hurt. But this was so they can get the better of him before he pinned him. You see, all of these things that y'all overlooking, don't pay attention to, don't care about. A lot of times what happens, man, is you get complacent. And even when there's different people that come in and they're involved with the decision making or whatever the fuck, or creative, however, it's still, we got to keep it WWE type of shit. It's just like this. Whoever owned White Castle, that person right now, somebody, a whole new company can come in. Nah, we're going to take the recipe, the same thing. We're not going to change anything. And therefore, nothing is bad. It's the same thing. So White Castle burgers still taste like White Castle burgers. Right? Same recipe. We're going to eat, follow that all the way, everything. That's all. So I feel like WWE is, they've been infected by their own poison. So every time you guys tune into a wrestling show and you want to ha LOL, right? Yeah. Notice how nobody's talking about the ratings. See, yeah, they don't want to talk about ratings no more. Yeah. Because WWE is struggling to maintain. They don't want to talk about attendance in half-empty buildings no more because WWE is experiencing that all over again. Oh, LOL, LOL, ha 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 ha. Jade Cargill is over there wrestling in front of sellout crowds at WrestleMania. Yeah, Megan Bain is wrestling in front of half-empty arena. Nah, ain't no half-empty arena shit going on in AEW anymore. But even still, yeah, she wrestled in front of a fucking half-empty building tonight, didn't she? Yeah, and several SmackDowns. And look, let's not play stupid. See, we know what's really going on. But for all of you that get bamboozled by anything that they do, because it don't matter. You can point out all these things that's wrong with them, but you just can't leave her alone. I mean, fellas, if a chick had a bad body, looked good and all that, but she had AIDS, would you have sex with her? Huh? Some of y'all are so dumb you might. Oh no, maybe I just put 2 condoms on. Take the majority of the risks away. Some point you gotta smarten up. Y'all keep tuning into this shit, and the funny thing is, y'all laugh at them. Y'all have these little smug looks on your faces. You make all these comments about this company, but just like a fucking slave, you sit there and follow wherever they go. I don't get you guys, man. I mean, I know what you are, but I can't relate to you. I don't sit up and pay my money to watch that shit. I just look at the highlights. Okay, what happened? What's this story about here? Okay, so this highlight. All right, cool. And then I'll sit there and cook their asses. Y'all sit up here watching this shit. The fuck I want to sit here and do a live with WWE for? Man, let me explain something to you guys. One of the biggest problems with this generation is y'all immaturity. Y'all have no integrity and sheer stupidity. This generation, mental health issues is not something new. The difference with this is y'all wear that shit like it's a fucking badge of honor. Anytime a grown man sitting there falling out of his seat, throwing his hat off his head, talking about how he's having mental health issues because of WWE, wow. Wow. Yeah. Some motherfucker, I was talking earlier, motherfucker looked at me, he said, yeah, man, I wish DMX and Pac was still here. I love it, man. And I looked at this motherfucker, I said, Negro, I known your ass for like 12 years. Motherfucker, you lost relatives, and I never heard you say, I miss my cousin. I wish he was still here. I wish my mom was still. I never even heard you say that about them. The fuck you... The hell is wrong with you? Why the fuck did you just sit here and say that shit to me? No, I was just... Well, because if y'all don't know, DeMond Wilson that played Lamont Sanford, his son, he passed away yesterday, 79 years old, and he had cancer. And I saw it on my phone, I didn't even say anything about it, right? And basically what happened was he saw the same thing, and he didn't say anything at first. And then he said because of that, he started just looking up shit. Like it just made him think about Pac for some reason. I'm sitting here going, damn, you grown-ass men sit up here just thinking about other men. Like, you motherfuckers, like something, I'm going to tell y'all something too. And fellas, I understand what it is with most of y'all. I'm willing to bet you most of y'all don't have y'all fathers in your lives. You was raised by a single mom. Y'all got feminine tendencies, and nobody taught y'all how to be men. I've never in my life witnessed this kind of shit where somebody is, I mean, you guys are like I don't get the shit that come out your mouth like it's normal. And I said, man, motherfucker, you done lost your mom and lost your cousin, the closest people to you, and your ass sitting up here talking about some you wish Pac and DMX was still alive. Let their families worry about them, man. What the fuck made you even sit here and think about that? After his bullshit explanation, he said, nah, you right. My bad, man. That shit do sound stupid after I think about it. Grown-ass men. We're not babies. We're grown-ass men. Grown-ass fucking men, man. Wow. But that's where y'all are, man. You know, I try to support different channels, different genres, but I can't be supportive of everything. And I sat there and I was watching a reaction video, and they were reacting to a song. And I swear, man, the one reaction they did, it was funny. I forgot the song they reacted to. Joski Love, the Pee Wee Herman dance. And you know, when you have seen something, a lot of times you don't think about the fact that these people, these younger people that are much, much younger, don't, like, they ain't seen shit. So people were coming into the comment section because they didn't even know who the fuck Pee Wee Herman was. Never even heard of him, know nothing about him. So when they were like, oh, wait, oh, so the song, because they was like, what's the Pee Wee Herman? They didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about. It's like, oh, so okay, it's a dance. Okay. People in the comment section are telling them, like, yeah, it's a guy. He did a movie called Pee Wee's Big Adventure, and he did this dance in there, and they was just imitating the dance, but they put it in a hip-hop form of a rap or whatever. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So it was just kind of funny the way they just doing the video, how they was laughing at shit, and then they went and they actually watched the movie. So then they did a reaction to the movie. So when he did the dance, then they was like, oh, okay, so, all right, cool. But then they did a reaction to some, like, R&B. These motherfuckers is sitting there like they was creaming in their pants. I'm like, I can't, I don't get it. I just don't, I never ever did. The guy is sitting there, oh my, his voice, oh, that's sexy, oh my, and I'm sitting there like, bitch, your husband is sitting over here closing his eyes and biting his bottom lip over Marvin Gaye's voice. Are you shitting me? Then the motherfucker did the same thing with the Isley brothers. And he, and I'm like, nah. A man got you closing your eyes, biting your bottom lip, and fucking holding your head like that. Nah, bro. And females don't even make me act like that. The fuck, I'm sitting over here in love with some man's voice. Like, nah. I can't rock with that shit. So, case in point, I don't really expect anything different out of these idiots that be coming on these wrestling channels crying every fucking week. Stop punishing yourselves. Find something better to do with your time. Goddamn. I mean, do you want to be miserable? Or do you want to find something that you can indulge in that make you feel good? Yeah. Speaking of DMX, I remember DMX is being interviewed one time. He said, I won't be happy all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker think you soft or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, happy all the goddamn time. He said, and I'm like, shit, I do. The fuck is wrong with you, man? Who the fuck want drama and stupidity? Who the fuck wanna, the fuck? But then when you see people suffering and going through things in life, you never look at the person. You just look at what they're going through, but never why. It's never their own fault. There's always everybody around them. If DMX wasn't a rapper, y'all be calling him a crackhead. But because he was a rapper and a drug addict, and y'all like his music, oh, let's make excuses. Nah. As men, as adults, we always have choices. And even if you are in the worst of situations, when people around you love you or trying to help you to not go down that path, you don't give a fuck. You don't want to hear nothing of what they got to say. That's why they hang out with drug addicts. Unsober people don't want to hang with sober people because they subconsciously just feel like they're being judged because they know what they're doing. They're destroying themselves. And then when the drugs kick in to the point that they take their lives, everybody start asking why, acting like they're so sad they just can't believe. What did you think was going to happen? Motherfucker going to put drugs and alcohol in their system and get stronger, get healthier? That's the logic that you guys have now. Nothing's wrong. Just do whatever you want to do. Show hate. I mean, goddamn, I see videos. Hate. That word hate is always in something. 5 people such and such hated. Oh, 10 people such and such hated the worker. The hatred between this and that. Oh, such and such deserves more hate. Hate, hate. This is all you guys are filled with, hate and stupidity. That's pussy as fuck. You know what I saw today? And I'm going to close this video. So tonight, Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. Fuck Teofimo. That fight is probably happening now or getting ready to happen or whatever. How? I'm sitting here again watching the replay of Collision because I'm going to do a video to it. Do you know what I saw today though? This was hours ago. It was still daylight outside. And motherfuckers had took video footage and pieced it together to make it look like there was a fight, like the fight happened already. I know the fight didn't happen already, so I knew it was bullshit. And I counted 28 videos. 28 motherfuckers had the same bullshit I did. And that's all what I counted. I ain't sitting there and watch all that dumb shit. No, they're all lying. Yo, you won't believe it. KO. All this, right? All this bullshit. And I'm like, wow. And all of this desperation and lies. This is all just to get clicks and views. Let's put lies together. Now, how stupid would I have been to sit there and watch? Nah. I said, yeah, I see. This is nothing new. This is what people do. This generation don't care about the truth. You're all a bunch of lying, deceiving scumbag motherfuckers. Full of hatred and self-hatred on top of that. Because you got to be a stupid motherfucker to sit up here. If I tell you a fucking pussy, you a bitch-made motherfucker, do you think I'm going to hang out with you? I'll break your fucking jaw if you insult me like that. The fuck I want to hang with somebody I call a bitch-made motherfucker. So this is what I'm saying. And y'all sit up here every fucking week, all week long, complaining. And then you motherfuckers sit there with your greasy-ass lips and shit, in your fucking weak, bloodshot looking eyes, and y'all sit there and do watch-alongs. So for 2-3 fucking hours, whatever, y'all sit there like some street bitches complaining about something like somebody made you sit there and watch that shit. They're racist. They don't care about black wrestlers. They're this, they're that. This company's garbage. It's dead. It's unwatchable. But your dumbass is watching it. But it's unwatchable. Do you know what that says about you as a person? Y'all think I'm just sitting here shooting shit at y'all just to be sarcastic? No, I'm giving you the truth. Do you know what the fuck that makes you? Y'all like them motherfuckers that's always calling people gay, homosexuals, fags, whatever, but y'all be in gay clubs. No, man, what happened was, like, my girl, you know what I'm saying, her brother, like, he took us there. I didn't even know. Right? And then you went in, saw all these gay people in your bitch ass state. But then you come out the club and then you telling everybody what was going on in there like you was so disgusted, but you stayed the fuck out of here. Yeah, just complain. That it's like you motherfuckers probably just wake up, motherfucker, son of a bitch, goddammit. Fuck you complaining about. That's just who y'all are. Ain't nobody making y'all watch this bullshit. And I'm like, all this over a show. Nigga, you not talking about ICE agents coming up here. Like all these Latino, 8 women that we know of. That's been graped. Let's just say graped. Drop the G. Y'all know what I'm saying. It's sensitive as YouTube. They've been graped by ICE agents. You see what it says? Men posing as ICE agents. How the fuck you know it wasn't ICE agents? All the fucked up things going on in this country right now. Everything that this president is doing. All this shit, everything. How expensive everything is. Everything, how... That's some shit to get involved in. Y'all doing all this bitching and crying over a fake-ass fighting show. A violent soap opera. This is what got y'all all pissed off? Petty. That's just petty. That's pussy. That is petty. That's bitch made. Real issues don't bother y'all. It's bullshit like this. Half-empty building, half-ass bullshit show. But you pussy-made motherfuckers, if you haven't already, It's late now, so I'm pretty sure you motherfuckers done dropped some videos bitching and complaining about how unwatchable and how disgraceful this show was. Right? And your pussy ass is gonna be right back there Monday and Friday, some of you Tuesday, with more complaining and whining like little bitches. What's the point? Like, what is the fucking point? Who are you as a person? What the fuck are you? Just think. Let that sink in. Out of everything y'all say, you call a show unwatchable, but your dumb ass watch it. And you're paying a fucking subscription to do so. Stop being a cocksucker all your life, man. You motherfuckers, not one of you had no fucking ESPN Plus. They're forcing us to pay more money. You're a bitch. Somebody forcing you, you a fucking bitch. How the fuck somebody gonna force you to stick your fucking hand in your pocket and sit on your fucking phone or however, go on your smart TV or whatever and subscribe to some shit? Yeah, WWE Universe and WWE, y'all are made for each other. A bunch of miserable motherfuckers supporting the company that don't support them. And all of y'all bitching because the Royal Rumble was in Saudi Arabia don't matter because y'all still going to watch regardless. You're going to watch the Elimination Chamber, you're going to watch WrestleMania, and y'all going to complain and spend your money. They're taking your money. They're the pimps. You're the host. That's all I got for you motherfuckers. The real ones out there, y'all know what it is. Catch y'all on the next video.